Okay, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna talk about this, but I've been a little stressed and down about it. Try not to let it affect me though. For Jackson, but we're living here in Lakewood, and our landlord is a jerk. We moved in here March 27th, and 5 days after that we found black mold in the ceiling. So I did research, and everything I read said if you have a baby you need to get out, or you need to tape it off, or like plaster it and do all this other stuff. So what we decided to do, we taped it off over there, and then so we taped it off, and then we sent the landlord a certified letter stating that there's black mold and there's multiple other things that need to be fixed in a certified letter, so he would have to sign for it. And he didn't get it until, he didn't want to sign for it until like 2 weeks later, because he knew. And because of the black mold, that's something that needs to be fixed within 24 hours according to the tenant laws, and other things that need to be fixed within 10 days. It is now June 25th, and he still hasn't tried to come and fix anything. At the end of last month, he came to us and told us that there was an opening in an apartment in this building where we can move into. So the 1st of June, I asked him about it. I messaged him, and he never responded. He never replied to me. He just ignored it. So I took that as he really didn't want to even move us. He just wants us to get out. So we decided that we're not going to pay rent. Around the 12th, he gave us something that said it was going to start an eviction. And it wasn't a real one, because how it was typed out from his house. It wasn't a real eviction notice. None of the notices that he gave us were real, because he gives them to a neighbor that lives here in an apartment, just not even in an envelope, just open, and to come and give it to us. And you're not supposed to do that, because everybody in here knows our business. Okay, so it's the 25th, we still haven't paid, and we even got an inspector to come out here to look at it, give us an estimate of a price of how much it would cost to get fixed and what he thought it was. And he told our landlord that he needed to fix it immediately. Within 14 hours he needed to fix it. And he took the guy down to the parking lot, and he told him he's not going to give him permission to fix anything, and that he wasn't even going to fix it. It's just stressful. And so we're trying to find a place to move. It's really hard when you don't have any money. And it's really hard when you don't have money. And then to top that off, our cable got turned off because our roommate has been giving us his half for the cable, but we would pay that, but then we still wasn't able to pay our side. So it's been 2 months, and they turned it off, and so we have no cable, we have no internet. That just topped it off and made it more hard. And then I'm trying to find a job. It's just really hard to find a job right now. And No matter how much I call or go there, it's hard to find a job. Hi, baby. Travis has to pay for things, and so I don't know if I wanted to talk about all of this, but I figured what, like in the future, I can look back on this and see where I came from, and hopefully it will be better. And I just wanted to talk about this because it's weighing on me. It's stressful and it's hard, and I tried to not let it get to me because I have a baby. But it's hard when you wake up and you have nothing to do. It's just hard. And then having to deal with this landlord. And he's trying to do everything. He's trying to scare us out of here, which is not going to work. He told our neighbor, because she used to talk to us, he told her if he sees her talking to us, he's going to kick her out. You cannot do that. You cannot kick someone out for talking to someone. That he doesn't want nobody talking to us, or it's just stupid, and I just want to leave. But it's hard. It's hard to get the money to be able to move. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it and try to get it off of my chest a little bit, because I've just been thinking about it. I just had to go put Jackson down for his nap because he was starting to get a little fussy. Yeah, like, no, we're not able to pay for our phone bills also, so our phones are off. I have like a little thing from my mother that she got from the government, so I don't have to pay for it, but it's just like this little thing that I have, but at least we have that, and we don't have like no type of connection to the outside world, because both of our phones are off. We weren't able to pay our bills, the cable's off, we didn't pay rent, so our landlord's tripping. We're tripping because the landlord's not fixing the black mold in the ceiling. That's the most important thing. So I'm just stressed out about not having money. It being so hard makes you think, like, how long do you have to live like this before it gets better? And because of the stress, it makes me lazy, I guess, depressed. It makes me depressed. I don't want to cook, I don't want to clean, I don't want to do anything. So these last few days I haven't been doing any of that. And so the living room was a mess. The kitchen, I did some dishes yesterday, but the kitchen needs to be cleaned. I just let everything go. And I get stressed and depressed. Oh, I really just wish we can move. move somewhere else. I want to get a job, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about this, try to get it off my chest, try to make my day a little better by talking with someone. It's hard to talk to Travis about this because he's the type of person that would just, that's like, don't worry, like, everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay. And I know eventually in the end it will be okay, but right then at that moment it's hard and stressful, and I would like to just talk about it and say how I feel and not have someone tell me, oh, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. I just want to get it off my chest, you know? I don't know if that's a good way of explaining it, but not saying that I can't talk to Travis about anything, because we do talk about a lot of stuff, but some stuff it's harder to talk about things than other things, because he's the type of person that doesn't really worry about a lot of stuff, and if he does, he doesn't really show it. He tries to just take care of things and not let it stress him out, but I know it does. Like, who wouldn't it stress out? If you were going through this, it would stress you out too. But you just have to, I just have to move on, I guess. Try and try. I don't know what. I don't want to be dealing with this while I have a child, because if I'm stressed out, I'm gonna make him stressed out, and I don't want that at all. So I try to hide it, but I think babies know. Babies can sense things. I know one day it won't be like this. I hope it won't be like this. It won't be like this.